talking about being a pest. I'm not talking about wearing them out looking for referrals. Let's talk about referrals for a second. How many of you have been taught to ask for a referral at delivery?
Common, yeah.
How many of you have been taught to every time you've made a follow-up phone call, ask for a referral? Okay, it's really, really stupid. Okay? It never, ever worked for me, but I kept teaching it. It's never worked for anybody in the history of the car business, but we still do it. And the reason it doesn't work is all mathematics. It doesn't have anything to do with your personalities. If I buy a car from you, Charles, I like you. Okay, if I didn't like you, I wouldn't buy a car from you. And if I knew somebody that was in the market for a car, I'd be happy to give you their name. But if only 5% of the people are in the market for a vehicle in any market in the country, what are the chances of a customer knowing someone in the market for a car? 5%. Okay? So they're not going to be able to help you on the spot, on a phone call. But when they can help you is over time. Because, Josh, I buy a car from you today, and you ask me for a referral, and A, I don't know you that well, so I'm a little pissed off you're asking me, but B, I don't know anybody, okay? And when you make one of the 3 phone calls in the next month and you keep asking me, A, you're irritating me, and B, I still don't know anybody. And then the CRM takes over and you contact me twice a year, so I forget who the hell you are. But during the next 12, 18, 36 months, do you think I might be on the golf course, at work, at a party, at a bar, at a restaurant, at church, wherever, and someone might mention that they're in the market for a car? This is how you get referrals, okay? Because if Travell has kept in touch with me, hasn't been irritating me, hasn't been annoying me, but has actually has been offering to be of service multiple times a year, mostly by voice message or text or email, because most people don't pick up the phone when someone calls whose number they don't know. So I may not have talked to Travell, but if I remember him well, and Albert and I are playing golf, and Albert goes, you know, I'm in the market for a car. And I say, hey, man, you need to talk to my man Travell at Atzenhofer, okay? Had a good time with him buying the car, and the son of a gun has stayed in touch with me over the last whatever, and he's always offered to be of service to me. Hasn't been bugging me about anything else. You need to go see Travell. This is how you end up with lots of referrals. You end up being lots of people's favorite car salesperson. Okay? Josh, before you got in the business, did you have a favorite car salesperson?
No.
Okay. Had you ever bought a car before?
Yes.
Okay, so you bought a car. How many cars had you purchased?
At least 3. That's it.
Okay, so you purchased 3 vehicles and you didn't have a favorite car salesperson. You know why? None of them made you, made themselves your favorite car salesperson. Charles, what'd you do before you got in this business?
I was an electrician.
Did you have a favorite car salesperson?
No.
Travell, before you got in the business, did you have a favorite car salesperson?
My dad.
Okay, well, okay, yes, that's cheating, but it's also correct. Now, Albert, you and I can't remember back that far, so I'm not even going to ask us. Cassandra, how long have you been in the business?
Favorite buggy salesman.
I'm 10 years, I think, now.
Okay, before you got in the business, did you have a favorite car salesperson?
I never bought a car. I was in college.
Okay, all right, then you're exempt. So, how do you become someone's favorite car salesperson? You just stay in touch with them. All right, what reasons would we have to stay in touch with our customer other than the CRM? Well, no reason necessary other than to be of service. A birthday, sure. Josh, if I bought a car from you and I'm married, why wouldn't you get my wedding anniversary? Just because you never thought about it before.
Yeah.
Okay. Why do I have Eric Stewart's birthday and wedding anniversary?
Tell him happy anniversary, happy birthday.
It gives there's more than one reason to contact Eric, but twice a year I'm going to contact him for the rest of my life. Okay. I average 33 birthdays and anniversaries a day. A day. Now, I'm starting to purge my records now because I'm not going to be around that much longer. So I'm not quite as diligent as I once was. But I can't tell you. I mean, I have actually had people call me on their birthdays when I neglected to call them, because sometimes I'd miss it, and they'd call me and say, "What's up? Am I an asshole now? Am I off the list?" That's how diligent I've been over the last 25 or maybe 30 years. I learned that from reading a book called How to Swim with the Sharks. It was about a guy in the envelope business who became a billionaire selling envelopes. All right.